Kapag bagong taon, marami tayong desires, marami tayong inaasam-asam, and I believe na doon sa mga baguhan or newbie sa credit card, yung mga nag-apply na hindi pa na-approve ang kanilang application, we desire and we wish na sana ngayong taon, 2026, ma-approve na ang ating credit card application. At doon naman sa mga nag-apply for their second credit card at hindi pa na-approve, we also hope na sana ma-approve na ang ating second credit card application. So hi everyone, Crisel Morales here. Welcome back dito sa ating YouTube channel. We hope na mas overflowing ang ating blessings from the Lord this year. Mas abundant ang ating financial flow this year para masettle natin yung mga obligations natin. Alright, so 2 weeks ago, we talked about why smart people have 2 or 3 or even more credit cards. And today, we're going to answer the real question. Yung question na, how many credit cards are too many? Kailan mo ba masasabi na masyado ng marami ang credit card mo? But then, here comes another question. Bakit ba kasi kailangan nating pag-usapan ang tungkol dito? Yes, because there is a point that smart can be risky. Having too many credit cards can be risky. The truth is, if you're going to talk about ilan ba talaga ang dapat na credit card ng isang credit card holder or isang credit card client, well, the truth is, wala namang universal number. Walang requirement. Hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na okay na yung isa, okay na yung dalawa, or okay na yung tatlo. Because the right number of credit card depends on, number 1, your income, your discipline, and your spending habits. These 3 will determine kung ilang credit cards ang nababagay para sa'yo. Eto, yung masyadong maraming credit card para sa'yo, pwedeng katamtaman lang sa iba. Eto yung simple guideline natin. For most people, 1 credit card is for beginners. 2 to 3 cards, ideal and manageable. 4 to 5 cards is okay if you are very organized in your finances. 6 or more cards is high risk for most people. So based on what I have mentioned, saan ka doon? We have to remember, more cards, more responsibility. Not more money, actually more debt. Mas maraming utang kapag mas marami kang credit card. Alright, so let us dive into the main point. Kailan ba natin masasabi na masyado ng marami ang credit cards mo? Number 1, kapag nakakalimutan mo ang due date mo. Hindi mo naman basta makakalimutan kung isang credit card lang dahil isang due date lang yon. Pero kapag nakakalimutan mo na yung mga due dates mo, then that is one sign na baka masyadong marami na nga yung credit card na minamanage mo. And number 2, kapag ang binabayaran mo lang ay minimum amount due. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo kasi kayang bayaran yung complete or total bill mo doon sa mga credit cards na nasa iyo. Kaya, ang ginagawa mo, minimum amount lang yung binabayaran mo doon sa mga credit card bills. Simply because, masyado na sigurong marami yung credit cards na nasa iyo. Eto pa, you feel anxious when your statement of account arrives. Or ano ba to? Nandito na naman ang SOA. Okay, bakit ka na-anxious? Kasi nga, baka masyado ng marami yung credit cards mo. Kasi kapag isang statement of account lang yung dumating, manageable lang yon. Pero once na-anxious ka na, whether that is 2 credit cards or 3 credit cards, baka masyado nang marami yung credit cards na nasa iyo. Another one, you do not know your total balance. Okay? Kasi masyado nang marami. Kung isa lang yan, di memorado mo. Kung halimbawang 3,500 lang, yun na nandun naka-indicate sa statement of account, di alam mo kung ilan yung babayaran mo, ilan yung balance mo. Eto pa, you use one card to pay another card. So, paano nangyayari to? Nagka-cash advance ka doon sa isang credit card mo para mabayaran mo yung statement of account mo or yung total bill mo sa isang mo pang credit card. Kapag ganun ang nangyayari, hindi na manageable, hindi mo na kayang i-manage. And ito, apparently, you take a lot of cash advances. Palagi kang nagka-cash advance. Cash advance from this credit card and then this credit card to sustain the other credit cards that you have. Those are other signs na nahihirapan ka na, in other words. Or kung minsan, nahihirapan ka na talaga pero undeniable ka pa rin. Parang kaya ko pang i-manage. Habang kaya mo pa, sige lang. But the truth is, talagang hindi na nga okay yung flow ng finances mo because of a lot of obligations on your credit cards. Ngayon naman, let's talk about the hidden cost of too many credit cards. Number 1, annual fees add up. Kapag marami kang credit cards, mas marami kang binabayarang annual fees. Well, siguro okay lang kapag yung iba mong credit cards ay zero annual fee or no annual fee for life. Pero paano kapag lahat ng credit cards na nasayo ay may annual fee? Imagine kapag 3 or 4 credit cards ang nasayo and for example, 1,500 ang bawat isa. Doon sa 3 credit cards, that is already 4,500 annually. How much more kapag mas mahal or mas mataas ang annual fee ng isa sa mga or dalawa sa mga credit cards na nasa iyo. Number 2, interest accumulates silently. Sometimes, kapag hindi natin naaagapang bayaran ang ating mga monthly bill, ang nangyayari is nagkakaroon ng interest. And they are being accumulated silently. Hindi mo napapansin. Pero kapag pinuntahan mo ang mobile application mo at isa-isahin mong pag-aaralan, then you will find out na accumulated na ang mga interests. Kasi hindi ko nabayaran yung 2, 3, or lahat ng credit card bills mo. So that is another risk. Small balances across credit cards. Akala natin, konti lang naman yung hindi ko pa nabayaran dito. Hindi ko pa nabayaran dito. So, konti na lang yung utang ko dito. Konti na lang yung utang ko dito sa credit card na to. At yan, and then yan. Dahil konti lang, akala natin okay lang. But the truth is, hindi. Dahil yung mga balances, unpaid balances natin will incur interests. So, yun na nga, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, silently, ang mga interest ay na-accumulate. Kahit konti lang yung mga unpaid balances natin, pag samasamahin mo yan, malaki yung interest and fees to pay. And eto pa, if you miss your payments, you hurt your credit score badly. At ang credit score ay napaka-importante because that will determine if ma-deserve mo ang credit limit increase at kung pwede kang pagkatiwalaan ni bangko ng mga future transactions mo like personal loans and other bank transactions. Ngayon, kailan naman natin masasabi that having many credit cards are still okay? Number 1, you always pay your balances in full. Okay, so wala kang mintis. So kahit 2 yan, kahit 3 credit cards yan, kayang-kayang bayaran in full. So that is one sign na kahit marami kang credit card, okay pa rin. Eto pa, you give time to track your expenses monthly. And your purpose for having many credit cards is for rewards, cashbacks, installments, and you do not rely on credit cards for daily expenses in order for you to survive. Ngayon, kapag masyado ka ng maraming credit card, anong gagawin? Lalong-lalo na kapag talagang hindi mo naman kayang i-manage, the truth is, nahihirapan ka. At times, undeniable ka lang talaga. Pero the truth is, unmanageable na talaga siya. Now, anong dapat natin gawin if we have too many credit cards? Para maganda ang flow at ang system natin in managing our credit cards, ito ang dapat natin gawin. First of all, ilista mo ang credit card balance mo, interest rate, and annual fee sa lahat ng mga credit cards mo. Based on the balance, interest, and annual fee, mamimili ka ngayon kung saan ang main card at ang backup card mo. And then, kung alin sa mga credit cards mo ang mas may mataas na annual fee, interest accumulated, and balances, isettle mo muna sila. Kailangan kung anong credit card ang mas may marami kang utang, yun ang unang isettle mo. And, pipiliin mo ngayon kung saan sa mga credit cards mo ang nagcha-charge ng mataas na interest rate at ang card na nagcha-charge ng masyadong mataas na annual fee. I would suggest that you have to pay down or close your credit card account. Suggestion lang yon ha. And also, yung mga credit card na hindi mo naman masyadong ginagamit at may charge na mataas na annual fee. If that is the case, better yet, kung may halimbawang unpaid balance, konting unpaid balance, di bayaran mo na and close your credit card account. But of course, hindi naman agad-agad ipapa-close mo na lahat. Slowly but surely, one at a time. Because you don't want to hurt your credit history naman. Kasi kapag may record ka na parang sabay-sabay o magkakasunod na lang bigla, pina-close mo yung mga credit card accounts mo, nakaka-hurt din yon ng credit history. Maybe it all will also affect yung credit score. Okay, so slowly but surely. Ang goal dapat natin is not to have too many credit cards. Ang goal dapat natin is to have control and be able to manage our credit card properly. Well-managed credit card can beat the 5 poorly managed credit cards. Kaya okay lang yan kahit isa lang ang credit card mo kung well-managed naman. So ngayong 2026, i-clean up natin ang ating mga credit card systems. Magkaroon sana tayo ng clarity. So, clean up your systems in managing your credit cards this 2026. Sana hindi tayo maging dependent sa ating mga credit cards. Let us be hopeful of the promises of the Lord to each of us in Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plan to prosper you and not to harm you. Plan to give you hope and a bright future. With that being said, alam natin na ang promises ni Lord is faithful. Okay, so we just need to hope and to cling on to God fully and to always have the faith that He is going to provide everything that we need if we trust Him completely. So, faith matters. There you go. Natapos na po tayo for our topic for today. Sana nabigyan ko kayo ng inspiration and ideas na magagamit natin sa ating journey with our credit cards this 2026. Thank you so much for tuning in. And doon po sa mga hindi pa nag-subscribe, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a notification bell down there that you can tap so that you'll always be notified kapag meron tayong bagong video. Maraming salamat, and as I always say, kahit gaano karaming trials, pagsubok meron tayo sa buhay, remember, life is beautiful because God is so good. Bye everyone!